हेलो एंड वेलकम बैक टू योर ओन यूट्यूब चैनल योर ओन पाठशाला ज्योति चैनल। तो फ्रेंड्स, कैसे हैं आप सभी? आशा करती हूँ आप सभी अच्छे ही होंगे और अपनी पढ़ाई जोर शोर से कर रहे होंगे। एग्ज़ाम्स राउंड द कॉर्नर ही है। 18 से बोर्ड एग्ज़ाम्स आईसीएसई के शुरू होने वाले हैं और इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज फर्स्ट एग्ज़ाम है और 21 को इंग्लिश लिटरेचर है। इसी कॉन्टेक्स्ट में इंग्लिश लिटरेचर का एक लेसन है हॉन्टेड हाउस, जो कि एक पोएम है। उसके मैं पोएटिक डिवाइसेस आपको इस वीडियो के माध्यम से देना चाहूँगी ताकि आपको पढ़ने में हेल्प हो जाएगी। The poet has used a number of poetic devices to bring home his view on haunted houses. They are as following. Metaphor. Now, what is a metaphor? It is a figure of speech in which an implied comparison is made between different persons and objects. The examples of metaphor in the poem are this perpetual jar or of earthly wants and aspirations high. And as the moon from some dark gate of cloud throws over the sea a floating bridge of light. This is a metaphor in the poem. So let me explain you once again what a metaphor is. It's a poetic device, and the questions are asked even in the set questions, or it can be asked in the MCQ that please tell that what is the metaphor, and 4 options will be given. So you should have clarity as what a metaphor is. So metaphor, it is a figure of speech in which an implied comparison is made between different persons or objects. Between different persons and objects, the examples of metaphor in the poem are this perpetual jar of earthly wants and aspirations high. So here comparison is made between different persons and different objects. So objects are non-living and the persons are living. So when a comparison is made, then that is called as a metaphor. Like here, this perpetual jar of earthly wants and aspirations high. So earthly wants and aspirations high are like human instinct or the human characteristics that they want to possess, this earthly wants and aspirations. And this perpetual jar is again is an object being compared to. So this is a metaphor. Now coming to the next, and as the moon from some dark gate of cloud throws over the sea a floating bridge of light. So here there is no actual bridge. There's no actual bridge of light, but it is imagination. So here again, that what is lively is being compared to something which is non-living or which is imaginative. So this is what is called as a metaphor. Once again, I'll explain you that there is no real bridge, but it is an imaginative bridge of light, which has been compared and is connecting the sea water with the moon. The sea water or the water of the ocean. The water of the ocean or the sea with the beam of light of the moon. So this is an artificial or an imaginative bridge. So this is what is a metaphor here. Coming to the simile. Simile is very easy to figure out. Like, it is a figure of speech in which comparison between two different things is explicitly stated using the words as or like. The examples of simile in the poem are as silent as the pictures on the wall and floats like an atmosphere. So in similes, whenever there is a simile, then you have to figure out simile with the word as and like. Whenever the word is there as and like, then it is compared. This is a simile. This is what is a simile is. Floats like an atmosphere and as silent as the pictures on the wall. So this is a simile. Coming to the third personification, the third figure of speech in the poem, which is personification. Now here, it is a figure of speech in which human qualities are attributed to both inanimate and abstract ideas. The examples of personification in the poem are, let me explain you first, give you a clarity as to what personification actually means. So it means it is a figure of speech in which human qualities are attributed to both inanimate and abstract ideas. So inanimate means like the animated figures which are used in the poem, as well as the abstract ideas. Again, when we talk about abstract ideas, something which we cannot hold can be feelings, can be ideas which we cannot hold, imaginative ideas and feelings. The examples of personification in the poem are from graves forgotten stretch their dusty hands, and this poem. So from graves forgotten stretch their dusty hands, and this perpetual jar of earthly wants and aspirations high. and as the moon from some dark gate of cloud throws over the sea a floating bridge of light. So this, I'll repeat it. From graves forgotten, stretch their dusty hands. So from the graves forgotten, here the graves of the human beings which have like the seniors or the loved ones of the family which have been like put in graves. They are no more. Stretch their dusty hands. Here, dusty hands does not mean the actual hand, but imaginative hands being personified. And this perpetual jar of earthly wants and aspirations high. And as the moon from some dark gate of cloud throws over the sea a floating bridge of light. Again, there's a fourth personification as well. Wonder our thoughts above the dark abyss. Again, wonder our thoughts. Again, thoughts are something which is like abstract. So that is thoughts above the dark abyss. So this is what is the like personification in the poem. Coming to alliteration, now it is the close repetition of consonant sounds usually at the beginning of words. The examples of alliteration in the poem, like consonant sounds, similar consonant sounds being repeated in the same line. This is what is called as alliteration. Like example given here is our haunted houses and a sense of something moving to and fro. A sense of something moving to and fro. From graves. Another one is from graves forgotten and our little lives. Our little lives. So here little lives, from graves forgotten, FF, and a sense of something moving to and fro, SS, and then this is our haunted houses, HH. So these are the alliterations. So I would like to share with you that alliteration and simile is easy to figure out, but there's a confusion between metaphor and personification. I'll repeat it, that alliterations are when you have the consonant sounds being repeated in the same line, like the consonant sound of HH or FF, that is called as alliteration. In similes, you have as and like words in the line flowing, which is comparing the two. So that is called as simile, and this is what I call was alliteration. Now students are always confused between metaphor and personification. Let me try to give you the clarity. I'll repeat it once again. Like metaphor is something which is like when a comparison is made between different persons and objects. When two different persons and two different objects, a comparison is made between two different persons and objects. See, it is a figure of speech in which an implied comparison is made between different persons and different objects. When two different persons and two different objects being compared, then that is called as a metaphor. And talking about personification, when human qualities, personifying means persons, when human qualities are attributed to something which is inanimate or something which is abstract, it can be abstract ideas or abstract feelings, then that is called as personification. I hope I was very much clear to clarify and to tell you the difference between metaphor, personification, and alliteration and simile, because students are always confused, and you will get questions at least out of 16 to 2 to 3 questions will be based on figures of speech, so you must have the clarity. Okay friends, I'll stop here with this clarification of figures of speech of the haunted houses. Yes friends, if you have not subscribed to my channel up till now, then do subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon button. And if you do like my videos, please like and share with your friends, and also do let me know in the comment section as to what kind of videos you would like me to upload it for you. क्योंकि पढ़ेगा इंडिया तभी तो बढ़ेगा इंडिया. Work hard for your exams. See you soon in the next video with a new poem. Thank you. Bye bye.